There we are.
There we
So
are.
excited. I want to keep replaying the video over and over and over and over again.
All right, everybody, welcome to Women's Let's Talk About It Corner. Here with 3 out of 4 of us. We're missing one of our Mom Link ladies today, but that's okay. We're here to show up and talk to you about business domination, the one-stop shop, the all-in-one system we believe at the Mom Link that every single woman needs in her life and in her business. So I'm ready to jump right into this conversation. Janae, Mary, I know the 3 of us have experienced what it feels like to kind of be all over the place in running our business. Mm-hmm. And I think that's a really good place to start, and a place that will resonate with all of our viewers or people watching this replay. When you first start off your business, nobody tells you, here's the one tool to run and operate your business, where all of your clients will come into this one place where you can communicate with all of your current clients, your potential clients. Instead, you start off business by using like 6, 7 different tools to communicate with potential clients, to communicate with your actual clients. And so I don't know why is that the case? Let's start there. Why is that the case? Why are all women and female entrepreneurs that we come across utilizing so many systems to run their business?
You want me to go first? I think it's because of lack of knowledge. And I feel that when you know better, you do better. So when there's a better way to maximize your time and still a way that helps you to put everything out there without stressing you out even more, it's worth looking into. And for me, I've been in business for a long time. I've been in business since before the iPhone came out. So think about that. And all the things that I had to do way back in the day to get my business up and going. And of course, if you don't keep up with the times, you get left behind. So there are people that I still know who will use a paper calendar, and that's fine and all. But if you misplace your calendar and all your notes, what's going to happen there? And with me, it was all about having all of these different tools, like a different way for me to get paid, between the PayPal and the Stripe and the Sam card and everything else. And then also the email marketing systems, the MailChimp, the Constant Contact, the Kajabi stuff. And then also like a place to house my videos, a place for the website, like WordPress and all the different plugins. Like there's so many different things that I did use until I learned better and I explored and I had that curiosity and that thirst for growth that I said, okay, now there's always going to be something coming out. And that's the thing too. Like if we think about it, we think about the advances of technology and how we have this tool right here and how when this first came out, everybody all of a sudden became a content creator, taking videos, taking photos. And now you can do so much more with this. And what we can do now is nothing compared to what we're going to be able to do with our iPhone in a couple of years. I mean, the growth has been exponential. And we really, as business owners, we have to keep with the times, Crystal and Janae. So that's me.
I absolutely agree, Mary. You don't know what you don't know, but you have to learn and grow. That's period. You don't want to be like Blockbuster. Who? What? Oh, yeah, that part. Exactly. Like Mary said, you will get left behind. Steve Jobs was phenomenal. May he rest in heaven or wherever he's at. But, he was so ahead of his time. But and to get this, if y'all don't know his story, you guys need to really read the book or just read a little bit about him, because Apple fired him. Yeah, they did. Apple fired him. And you know what? They didn't know what they didn't know. Because when they fired him, they rehired him because the company became stagnant. He was before his time. So he put that iPhone that Mary's talking about, that's continuing, I think it's 14 now. 14 now. That's continuing to enhance and man, Siri's gonna be like, what do you want, Janae? In a virtual, like a little person. I'm gonna have to make, she's gonna be my avatar. Like it's gonna pop up. I'm telling you, I'm just like, I can see it. I can see where they're going with it. But again, Mary's been in the industry of being an entrepreneur for years. When she said before the iPhone, I was like, huh? What? Ooh.
Yeah, I had a Nokia. I had a little red Nokia. That was my phone.
I
I
was trying to
never
think.
had a BlackBerry. I wasn't a BlackBerry girl. I was like Nokia all the way because I was like the cool brand and I was a cool kid. So for me, it was all about. And I got the iPhone when it came out. Like as soon as it came out, I could not wait because I've always been a Mac user, even in college. I've always been bilingual, even in technology, Windows and Mac. Okay. So for me, it was important to kind of like get my hands on the new tech and the new MP3 players that were coming out. Like I can't even tell you like all the gadgets that I had. I had a little PDA, the little PDAs that we
Mhm.
have, the little flip things. I had one of those also. So when the iPhone came out, that was it. Like you got rid of all of that other stuff because we
Wait,
didn't
did
need
you have
them.
a pager? Did you have a
I
pager?
did. Hell yeah, I had a pager. I had
And
the
not only did she have a pager, she had the one that had the alphanumeric that
Yep,
text, and well, not the
yep.
numbers. Okay, I'm just
Mhm.
saying she was the cool
That's
kid with that.
right.
I'm telling
Yep.
you.
I would be
So
driving to the payphone. I had a little chain on it. I would put, yeah, I was like, yeah, this is like, I've been very techy since the beginning.
see, and so with that, I believe we have instant gratification because you hit it on the head with the iPhone. And Crystal, you asked that question, why? Why do people, go out and they spend the money? It's instant gratification. They want to get to where they need to get to real fast. And
Mm.
they believe the little gadgets are this app or this will make it happen. And I was actually a believer of that too. Honestly, I was like, oh, there's a new app out that's supposed to do this, and it's supposed to make this better. Oh, or it's supposed to do task management. Oh, yeah, the latest and the newest trend. But someone said on BWC, I forgot her name, but she said it's the end thing for right now. For right now, it's the end thing. It's what's popping right now. But then when it's not, are you going to have a system in place that's going to sustain you? If you keep popping to the new thing saying squirrel,
Yep.
are you going to still have a system in place when it's not popping no more, when it's not the hip hop thing that's happening right now?
You know the other problem with the squirrel analogy that we use, and for everybody listening, if you don't know what we're talking about, you see it in entrepreneurship all the time. You see that new tool, that new resource, that new software, and we keep running and downloading all the apps to run our business. And then we got Canva, and then we got Canva Suite, and then we got Hootsuite, and then we got Kajabi, and then we've got ConvertKit, and we've got all these things. And before you know it, you have a dozen different apps or softwares that you're using to run your business. That's what we're talking about right now. And the squirrel situation. So, you know why the squirrel analogy really is hurting female entrepreneurs in terms of the systems that they're using to run their business is because what happens with squirrels? They hide. What happens when they like get ready for hibernation? They hide their nuts, right? And they go around all over my garden, destroying my flower pots, and they hide a nut over here, and then they hide a nut over there. Before you know it, they've hidden like, I don't know, a dozen nuts. And then do they know where all of go to where they can go back to find all of them? Do they know where to grab them all to bring them back to their house? And the reason I use that analogy, I see that in entrepreneurship when we utilize 7, 10, a dozen or 2 dozen different platforms to run our business. Now we have to think, okay, I had all these people purchase my course. Now I want to send them a text message. So let me go into that app to send them, blast them at a text. Now I want to send those same people an email. I have to go log into this app and remember where I'm going to communicate with them from. And now I want to, follow them and engage and comment with them on social media platforms. Let me figure out where I communicated with them. So we forget, your brain can't keep up with all of these systems you're using to run your business. So that's why this is, this discussion about this all-in-one system that the Mom Link has brought into our membership community is literally the game changer. It's what I wish I would have been told from the jump. Instead of being a squirrel and forgetting where all my nuts were hidden. I don't even know if squirrels actually forget where their nuts are hidden. So just disclaimer, I don't know.
I
I'm going to
think they
research
do.
it.
I find them all the time. Like I'm gardening. I'm like, what is this doing here? Like they go and they hide their nuts and they forget what they are.
Yeah, they do. So yeah, I definitely think we see that squirrel syndrome not just by like chasing shiny objects in entrepreneurship, but by also putting our data base and our data information and our process and in our business into so many different baskets that it's almost literally impossible to be organized, efficient, and effective in streamlining your business if that's how you're running and operating your business. So this one stop shop, this all-inclusive system that we've brought into the Mom Link, I'm super excited about it, ladies. Let's jump into the conversation. Okay, so for everybody listening in, Mom Link has made this and embedded this part of our membership program. So if you're a member of the Mom Link and you're like, what are you ladies talking about? Definitely tune in with us tomorrow at our Mom Link Virtual Business Summit, completely free to our members. And to anyone watching this right now, guess what? It's complimentary to you as well. Hit that link or scan that QR code on the top left-hand corner and register for the Virtual Business Summit. We have 200 registered attendees. You're not going to want to miss out. We're going to talk about this all-in-one CRM system. I don't even call it a CRM system. This all-in-one business management system that is going to change your life, going to change your business, truly get you organized and not feeling like the squirrel that sometimes we feel like in business. So ladies, let's talk about what are your favorite features of what this Mom Link system does for your business.
Oh my gosh, like there are so many, Crystal. And one thing that I have to say is that when you see that there's a need, somebody out there is going to satisfy that need. And with me, I started way back in the day, like I said before, with MailChimp, and I had Mad Mimi for my email list. And then when that got to be a little too big, I'm like, okay, now what do I do? I was going to WordPress to edit my site. I had a blog. And then I found Kajabi about 6-7 years ago, I would say. And to me, that was like, whoa, this is so awesome because now I can house my programs here, my lead magnets, all of that. But you don't know how many times I made requests to Kajabi to bring in other features, like the calendar feature, because I also pay for Calendly, and the podcasting housing or the hosting, also the text messaging. I was paying $99 a month for Community, which is what a lot of the top people in the industry were using. So I always had that mindset of if I wanted to be, what's going on here? If I wanted to be at the same level as the people that I admire, people in the industry, then I had to go and use the tools that they were using as well, because success leaves clues, as they say. And when you see how well organized everything is and how everything is tied in together, you're like, okay, this is something that I can use to streamline my business. But then eventually, as you grow, you begin to outgrow things. You begin to outgrow those features, and you need more. And that's why when I discovered what we have within the Mom Link, I was like, that's it. I'm giving my 1 month's notice to Kajabi, and I am transitioning because it really will put everything into perspective. And I don't know how much of that we can discuss here, but all I can say is that to see it all in one place, my gosh, it's almost like having 5 different notebooks all over your desk and then just focusing on the one, and everything is color coded and organized. And I have so much to say about it, Crystal, but you better stop me before I give it all away, because I've been using it and it's been wonderful. And I just can't wait to do more with it. And trust me when I tell you that this is the one thing too that is very important. We have a tool, we have a system, and we also have the strategy. And without the strategy, you can't really go into using something. So without having, for example, like the architect's drawings, you're not going to go and build a house. You know what I mean? So we're not just going to send you out into the field to build a house. We're actually going to guide you step by step on how to do that, because yeah, it's great to have a wonderful system, but how do you use it? Like, who's going to guide me through it? And don't worry about that. We got you.
Absolutely. And I was in the middle of sharing the screen just to give insight to individuals so they can kind of get a feel. How many of you are using paid tools to enhance your business? You heard Mary say before there was even an iPhone, she was using different things. And now we have so many things to choose from, right? But all these things cost money. They all cost money, right? Each and every one of them. I'm just going to tell you, I'm with Mary on this one. 150+% overkill. Because for me, it's saving me so much money in my business because each one of these things costs money. And if you are paying for these individual things, you know exactly what we are talking about when we say you have multiple different platforms. Calendly, I have you book, you can book me. I no longer have to do you can book me anymore. And then on top of that, Mary was using Kajabi. I was using Flow, Flow Mail, Flow Email, or something like that. HubSpot, you know, all these multiple different, 5 different platforms. Everybody, 5 different platforms going here. I told Crystal I got CRMs all over the freaking place. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how many platforms I had and paying out to. But again, to have this, not, you know, to take this list and X it out. I wish we had a big old X. So we can have all the check marks that our system allows us to have. That's amazing. One stop, one shop, all your CRMs in one space. So you don't have to go to 5 multiple platforms like me trying to figure it out and pull it out and make one big export list. How many y'all with me? You got Trello? Yep, another one of my platforms. Again, so if you are one of those individuals who are in that spot and you're like, what are they talking about? And you want to know more of what we're talking about, we are just only going to give you the tea. We're not going to give you what they say. We're going to, as my daughter say, spill the tea. Mama, spill the tea. We ain't gonna give you all of it. We're just gonna give you a sip. Here, you can have a sip like your cup, but we're not gonna give it to you all. But if you want to hear more about it, then you definitely have to, you know, see this little QR code in the top right, left, right, wherever you looking at corner. Scan it with your other device that you probably have, and or you know, you can always, you know, see what we're gonna put right here with the link and find out more about it. Over to you, Crystal.
You know what the cherry on top, ladies? The cherry on top, it for me is always not doing it alone. And nothing's cooler but learning a system with a group of people. Because then if you forget something, you can't figure something out, you have a whole group of people to ask questions or to, feed off of, brainstorm, get creative with and navigate the system together. So that's my favorite part of what MomLink is bringing to our community is, yes, we're bringing you this all-in-one system that you get to run and operate your business in with one tool. That's it, one tool. But the cherry on top for me is the cohort program that we're putting together. So 12 weeks, every single week, hand over hand, we're teaching you how to use every single feature of this software. So you're not buying something where you don't know how to use it or where you're struggling and the learning curve is huge. Because we're not going to lie to you. Every single time you pay for a different app or system or software to run your business, there's a learning curve. Every time you update your phone or you switch from an Android to an iPhone, you have to figure it out. Every time, somebody's like, well, I don't know how to make an Instagram reel. It's because it's a learning curve. You just got to play around. You got to figure it out. But your learning can actually be accelerated when you do it in community, right? When you get to say, hey, anybody figure out how to do this? Well, guess what? That's what we're doing. That's what you get. If you are one of the 25 women who will take place in our cohort beginning in August, the first week of August, for this 12-week course on how to utilize the system that you purchased with the Mom Link, then that's the cherry on top. That's where the learning, that's where the implementing is really going to happen. So definitely check that out. Head over to the momlinkclub.com if you want more information on how you can become a member, how you can get the system in your hands, and how you can join 25 women who will be a part of this 12-week course to learn the system. There's one thing we don't want happening at the Mom Link, and that's for sure. We do not want to sell you a system you're not going to use. I don't want you to just buy the system and then you put it away because you don't know how to learn it or you don't know how to use it or it's too intimidating. No, join this group of women who will be learning together, taking this course so we can really get the ROI for our business in utilizing this all-in-one system to manage your business. Okay, now enough about the system. If you want to know more about it, you got to register for the virtual MomLink Business Summit that is completely complimentary, happening tomorrow, 12 p.m. EST. Ladies, let's talk a little bit about why people should attend and register for the virtual business summit tomorrow.
Because Everybody needs a roadmap. Everybody needs a proper foundation. And like I've said so many times before, sometimes we start building the building without having the proper plan. And this is what's going to allow you to gain that confidence that you need going forward with your business. So, between the business planning, between getting out of your own way and stopping procrastination, between not having a strategy and also how to create a lead magnet, like all of these things that we're going to share with you, it's going to allow you to think differently. And even if you currently have a business, it's okay, right? So even if you have an established business, there's going to be something else there that you're going to get out of it. Because, like we said before, it's all about having that growth mindset and also seeing what other people are doing, because a lot of other people are already embracing technology that maybe you may not be aware of. And embracing this technology is going to allow you to propel your business forward. So do you want to be the same person? For example, you're in downtown and you have a bakery, and then maybe a block up the street, somebody else opens up a bakery with better ovens, with a better display case, with a better way of having these transactions. Maybe they use Apple Pay while you're still using the regular register. So think about all of the different ways that you can enhance your business. And just like that new person came up, somebody else is going to come. And now there's other technology that they're using. And before you know it, they have a reward system. They have an email list. They're creating reels. They're creating content. They're all over social media. And which business do you think is going to have the most foot traffic? Right? So it's all about what you do for yourself and for your business. And I truly believe that we are hitting everything that everybody needs tomorrow, from not just our upcoming system that we're going to be launching, but what I'm going to be teaching, the strategy behind how to set up your social media the right way, how to use different tools that are available to you right now, that are available for free, even, so that you can get yourself out there more efficiently and express yourself in a better way. So I'm excited for it. I think that everybody needs to see it, even if you may not necessarily have a business yet and you're thinking, okay, I would like to one day, maybe once I retire, maybe once I have a little bit more time or the kids are out of the house, I want to set something up for myself. So this will allow you to think differently and to start kind of positioning your mind in the direction that it needs to go, so that you do it with success and with intention. So I'm crazy excited for it. I'm probably not going to sleep tonight.
You know what, Mary? This morning I talked about it. And when I said that you were coming to teach about how to use Chat GTP in your business, I did a poll this morning on Breakfast of Champions on Clubhouse, a social audio app for those of you who don't know. And I did a quick poll and I'm like, who is using Chat GTP? Drop me a 1. And tons of people dropped a 1. Then the next question was, who knows how to use it effectively in your business? And who doesn't? Drop me a 2. And the amount of 2s that came through, so people know how to use the tool, but they're not really knowing how to actually tie it into their business. So that's huge, what you're going to be teaching tomorrow, Mary. I'm excited for that. Janae, let us know what are you excited for tomorrow?
Listen, the business plan. How many of you guys know how much you're paying on all these different apps? Do you got Mojo? Do you got Storybeats? Do you got Canva Pro? Do you got all these little Hootsuite, the paid version, or Ripple, the paid version? I mean, do you really know how much you're putting out? I bet 9 times out of 10, you probably don't. And the reason why is because you don't have a business budget. A lot of people just sign up for these apps and then they get them recurring taken out of their account, but you don't even account for that being an expense for you, which, oh, by the way, you can write off on your taxes. I'm not a tax advisor. That's my disclaimer. I'm just saying. But if you come tomorrow, you will hear about these items, a part of your business plan, because we take it for granted because they're $4.99 or they're $9.99. You don't think of the cost, but that cost adds up. And I will strongly encourage you before tomorrow to just go in, look at your Apple or look at your Google Play Store, see how many recurring apps that you have that's, taking fees out for your business. Write it all down and then come tomorrow prepared on how you're going to be able to use that in your business budget plan, because you need to first know how much is going out and what you got coming in to see how much you can spend. It's called profit mode. And if you don't have it, bad business, bad business. But I'm not the subject matter expert. Tomorrow, you're going to hear from the subject matter expert herself, Miss Marjorie Millard. And she's going to break it down, as I love to say, Barney style. And you're not just going to be listening. That's why I said I'm giving you a hint. You know how the teacher say, test question, not. Bring your, write it down, because she is going to have you writing, because she don't know what your budget's like. She's not in your pockets. So all she's going to tell you is, this is what you need to write down. This is what you need to do. And then you need to do it. And then you're going to come up with your answer. You don't have to share it. It's not the sharing kind of thing, but you're going to at least have it to take with you to build on it. And sometimes that's all you need is a good start to a foundation to help you get started. Because some people, again, don't know what you don't know.
So true. Well, okay, so I'm for sure excited for the whole day. Noon EST is when we're starting until 5 p.m. EST. And it's like back to back, jam packed with so much value. One of the things we say at the Mom Link is no gatekeeping, no sharing, no keeping secrets. We share all secrets, all tips, tricks, hacks, whatever we learn in our business, we share with the community. And our ambassadors, who are our featured speakers for tomorrow's event, they are all industry experts. They come from all different walks of life, different business backgrounds, been in the business and entrepreneurship journey for 10 plus years, some of them 20 plus years. So the advice and insight that you're going to get tomorrow is invaluable. You know, there is no denying that the advice and direction and resources and tips and tricks and all that you get from somebody who's been in business for 20 plus years, that's huge. Like, that's a huge amount of value. So I'm definitely excited for our whole lineup. Let me kind of give you a rundown really quickly what you're going to be learning. First of all, we're going to kick off the day talking about collaborative entrepreneurship, breaking barriers through collaboration and sharing secrets. We're going to do this engagement style. We're going to do some speed networking. We're going to get you working in breakout rooms and groups. We're not just speaking at you at this summit. We're actually working with you, workshop style. Yes, we have speakers, but they're coming to do the work with you. Then we're going to go into the business planning that Janae just talked about. You're going to leave with a start to your business plan. And, you know, I think one of the reasons people shy away from building a business plan or creating their business plan, it's because it's intimidating. Well, tomorrow we're going to get rid of that fear that you may have, and you're going to get started on your business plan. We have how to create a lead magnet that actually is attractive to your ideal avatar, to your client and your industry. You know, we often create lead magnets, and I see this in entrepreneurship all the time, ladies. People just create a lead magnet just to create it, just to have a free 10 tips PDF that they can send to people, or just have a free ebook because that's what everybody else is doing. But have you ever stopped to think, does your lead magnet actually work for your industry? Does your lead magnet actually work to convert sales? Well, we've got TC, the automation queen. She's coming to like kill it workshop style, teaching you how to actually create that lead magnet that's attractive to your industry. What am I missing here? Okay, we've also got Wendy, who will be teaching you and talking to you about what are you selling and why you are not selling it. This is huge. Sales has to be at the forefront of your business. You need to crack the code on your sales. And the only way to do it is understanding what you're selling and why it's not selling. So make sure you jump in for that. There may be a hot seat moment. So if there is and that opportunity arises, I encourage you tomorrow, raise your hand, take that hot seat opportunity. Mary Massey is going to kill it teaching you about how to utilize ChatGPT in your business. Effectively in your business with some social media tools and knowledge as well. We've got Heather Tucker, who's going to be talking to you about how to stop procrastinating and also how to stop lying to yourself in business so you can actually do the work and do the things. And here's the cool thing that she's also going to bring to you. She's going to teach you how she's making extra income in her business, residual streams of income in her business that is not actually overshadowing her main hustle, her business. So don't miss out on that. What else do we have that I'm missing here, ladies? Oh, we've got Anya, who's going to come and teach you how to harness the power of energy to refuel your energy that you need in your business. We forget, we hear all the time, don't pour from an empty cup, don't pour from an empty cup. Well, how do you fill your cup? Not just how do you fill your cup, and it's not just self-care, and it's not just that. What Anya is going to teach you is how do you refuel the energy you need to run and operate your business. Who am I missing here? I think that's it. I think that's our line.
Yoga.
Oh, yes. We've got Angeline Moore bringing to us a laughter yoga exercise. Laughter is something we all need to do a little bit more of. And she's going to bring the true essence of the MomLink community, energy, and MomLink magic. So don't miss out on tomorrow. It's going to be an absolutely incredible event. Again, it is a complimentary virtual business summit. You're not going to want to miss. Tomorrow, there will be giveaways, there will be prizes. And here's why you need to register. We're blasting out the Zoom link. It's on Zoom. So wherever you're located in the world, you're joining us. But here's why you need to register, because after the event, we're going to send all of the resources, all of the tools that were given to you during the event. We're going to email it to you. We're also going to email out the link to the recording in case you missed any of the speakers. So register. Do not miss out.
And it's complimentary, free 99. Come on, how many of y'all know that people pay? First of all, you got to pay to attend the event. Then you got to pay for the recording of the event. Then you got to pay for the materials of the event. Y'all, come on, somebody. Can I get a?
Yeah, this is the thing, and I think we talked about this earlier on too, is how sometimes we have these amazing events that a lot of speakers put on, and there are maybe a couple of little things that they'll teach you, but it's mostly like motivation, like to get you going. And how much of that are you going to listen to, right? Give me the practical stuff. So what they do is they have basically a sandwich of motivation. Then the filling is very, very small, like a thin slice of turkey breast, who knows? Then there's some mayo under that, maybe some tomatoes, maybe more motivation under that, right? So, but you want the meat of that. The meat of that is so thin. And listen to this, because this is what always gets me. They will gang up on you together, all of the big people, all of the big names in the industry, and they'll put on this amazing event. And they are selling you the recording for so much money because, okay, everybody's like, oh, I would like to be there. I can't make it. I really want to learn that one thing that they're going to be teaching me, but they can't make it. And then you have to shell out all this money for the recording. And that's all well and good, but that's not our style. So when I found out that that's not what we were going to do, I was like, okay, that's great. And now we're going to be sending you out the recording for free. I mean, this is really like, and I'm just going to say this one time. You have a choice right now. You have a choice to stay where you've been or to take a step in a new direction, to turn that corner and start a new chapter in your life. Because this is not just about the tools that you need for your business. These are the tools that you need for this up here. And just like we can get on here and talk about these things and teach you these things, you are also very capable of sharing your knowledge, but there's something holding you back. And without you taking this step, you're never going to know. So make that choice, make the choice and sign up. It's free. You have nothing to lose. You're going to get the recording later. You're going to be backed by a community of women who are going to hold you accountable. So you can either do it on purpose with intention, or you can just half-ass it. And in this community, we don't half-ass anything. So if you finally want to get to a certain place in your life, in your career, in your business, stop half-assing it and join hands with people who are going to pull you through, because we hold each other accountable. I wouldn't be where I am without these amazing women right here. And I'm just going to leave it at that.
Right? That was amazing, Mary. That I couldn't have said it better. It's so true. And I like that you said, like, nobody's going to do the work with you, but we can all link arms and make sure that we're all kind of moving together, progressing together, and I love the analogy you shared about the meat in between the bread, because that is so true. And when we got together, our leadership team, and we talked about putting the summit together, we identified that. We were like, we don't want to deliver another one of those. Mindset's great. getting people pumped up and motivated to actually want to do the work. Because we say all the time in the Mom Link, the only thing that will blow up your business is you and you doing the work. So it's great to get that motivation, the pickles, the tomatoes, the mayonnaise. I like mayonnaise, the bread and everything else. But that meat and potatoes is where the learning curve and that growth starts to occur. So
Yeah, and that's because action will precede motivation every single time. And what we're giving you is action. And that's going to keep you motivated when you see the results. That's why. Mm-hmm.
I love it. Action takers are money makers. Just saying. Thanks, Miss Jacqueline, for tuning in. Teacher Melanie and everyone else that are Facebook users and saying hello. I'm glad you guys enjoyed this segment. We're super excited. Miss Teacher Melanie, she says she's super excited, y'all. And Miss Jacqueline says hello. So we get to see some of the comments, but not all the comments. So if you really want us to shout you out, you definitely need to click that link and allow Restream to, connect with your Facebook or your LinkedIn to be able to shout out your name. Otherwise, you'll be Facebook user, but we're just shouting you out, all Facebook users, whoever you are.
All right, ladies. Well, don't miss out. Click that link. Go to themomlinkclub.com/virtual ticket. Register now. Find us on any social media platform. Find us here every single Thursday for Women Let's Talk About It Corner. If you have any topics that you would like to see or hear us talk about on a Thursday, or you'd like to be a guest and come have a conversation on this Women Let's Talk About It Corner every Thursday, streaming to you live, reach out to us. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on Facebook. Get involved in community. Don't do entrepreneurship alone. And register for that virtual business summit tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. See you guys then.
Bye, everyone.